And that right there, folks, is why I keep saying we're not in a title race. So welcome to Chelsea 1, Fulham 2. Enzo Maresca has been saying we're not in a title race. I've been saying it all along. We're not in a title race. This team are not yet ready to compete. We're getting there, but we're not ready to compete. We're too naive in certain situations. And today was a perfect example of why we are not in the title race. Top four is still in our hands. I hope this defeat, this heart-wrenching defeat, doesn't dent confidence in the squad. Because there's still a lot of good things in this squad, but today it just showed the naivety of the squad and why we're not ready, and the vital areas that we need to improve in. And sorry, I'm looking at Sanchez again today, and ridiculous decision. He's meant to be here for his ball playing ability as well as his shot stopping, and that brain dead boot upfield to nobody, which allowed Fulham to break away and score that winning goal. That just got me seething today. Ridiculous decision. Was he knocking the ball up long for in that situation? In these situations, you need to be a bit calmer. And he was knocking the ball long every single time today without much joy at all. Every time it was knocked forward, the ball kept coming back to us. And, there's no accuracy in his long passing. I need to just see a stat on how many accurate long balls he did today. I'm probably under 10%, definitely. And that stupidity right at the end just cost us at least a point. And the other thing is, as I keep saying, we're not ready to compete because we can't see out 1-0 victories. Our Chelsea's of old were able to see out 1-0 victories. Our defence are always prone to concede a goal at any given time, and our attack are not clinical enough at times. We had to rely on a bit of genius from Cole Palmer in the first half. Fantastic goal by him. But then we didn't put the game to bed. I'm looking at you, Cucurella, with that header where you should have buried it. Either side of the goalkeeper, and that's 2-0 and probably game over. But I'm saying credit to Fulham today, because Fulham, especially in that second half, they came out with a belief. The tactics were right of playing that three at the back. Bassi, I thought, was excellent, as was Iwobi. Good performances by them. And what we just didn't, when they upped the tempo in that second half, we didn't react to it. And I knew it because I tweeted. Look at my tweet. I said Fulham are going to equalise at any minute. You could see a goal coming. Our bench was a bit weak today because we had two goalkeepers there, so we're feeling the injuries a bit. But that's no excuse. Could he have utilised the team a bit better in his substitutions? Probably. I'd have kept Jackson on. I know Jackson wasn't having the best of games today, but now you see why Jackson plays ahead of Nkunku as well. Because, Jackson may not be having the best of games, but I think the goal came from Nkunku losing the ball or not being strong enough on the ball. And obviously, I think the ball, if I'm not mistaken, and the ball's come back down our end, and that was that poor clearance by Sanchez. But I think if you look at it beforehand, Nkunku had a chance to hold up the play, didn't do it, and he allows Fulham back in possession. And it's things like that off the ball where Nkunku needs to improve in his game, and that's why he's not in the side at the moment. But all in all, I thought it just highlighted the deficiencies that we have in our side at the moment. We've got that lack of experience as well. Neto, could he have been a bit stronger on the ball when he tried to Iwobi out-muscled him? It wasn't a foul for the goal. We switched off as well because I think people were looking at the Neto situation, and we switched off. You play to the whistle, and that's what the guys did not do. And they allowed Harry Wilson to sneak in. It was a cheap goal to give away for their equaliser. That was a very avoidable goal. Both goals were avoidable, and that's the thing. They were cheap goals. Fulham didn't have to work for the goals what they scored today. and we can't be going around gifting teams a goal. That's the first time they've beaten us since what, 1979. I think they said, was it Harold Wilson was in charge of the country at that time, 1979. Records are there to be broken. I know Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool this year, but Fulham of all teams, West London rivals, and this has given Arsenal. Arsenal will go above us today, tomorrow, sorry, because they should really be beating Ipswich. And this run of games, we had some winnable matches in there. Okay, they're not Everton's a difficult game. Fulham have had draws against Arsenal as well, and Liverpool, so they're no mugs. No game on pay, no games easy to give me. Fulham are a decent side, as I said, a well-drilled side, but the disappointing thing was that we just didn't react to them when they up their tempo, and that's the thing that we need to learn from, and we need to learn really quick. Felt sorry for Tosin today. I thought Tosin had an outstanding game today. Palmer, apart from that goal, I thought there's a couple of times where he was a bit sloppy on the ball, but sometimes with a good player, you do try that. You do try and make that impossible pass. Sometimes that's what makes you the player that you are. And Sanchez, and the other thing is the way the game turned, I think, was that brilliant save by Leno. Why do goalkeepers always have to have their better games against us? Leno is always prone to a mistake here and there, but today he was outstanding for them. And that after we had a great move in that second half, which resulted in a shot by Enzo Fernandez heading for the top corner, fingertip save by Leno. And I think after that situation, that's when Fulham started to have more belief, and that's when the game turned, I think, on that save. And then there was another situation where he saved from, I think it was making it 2-0, 2-1 actually, the Sancho shot. That was another good save. And then even at 2-1, we could have equalised, and Nkunku had a shot, another brilliant save by Leno there. So he's the man who single-handedly gave Fulham the points today with some outstanding saves from him. Disappointing. 1 point from 4. And Enzo Maresca knew what he's talking about, as I said at the beginning. It wasn't a case of taking off the pressure. He knows that these guys are not ready yet. Hopefully next season they'll be ready. But today, as I said, was evident why we're not. But as I said, I just hope the guys can keep that momentum going, and it's how they bounce back. We've got Ipswich, I believe, in our next match. We've got Ipswich and Palace, 2 games that we have to win now. We have to win just to try and keep up in the top 4. Nottingham Forest are doing well at the moment, and a point behind us at the moment. To get that top 4 slot, we just need to just keep pressing on, and don't let this defeat get their heads down, because this is going to tell us more about the team as well now. Having had the defeat, do they have the character to go again, to go on another run, or are they going to drop off a bit now and lose a few games? It's a 38-game season, and that's how you're judged. You're judged on 38 games. It was a good start to the season, but the hard work for the second half of the season starts now. So, guys, what do you think of the match? Put your comments in the section below, and take care. Bye-bye.